Sawadee Hello everyone! First of all, thanks for watching our channel. Thanks for contacting us. Since you're interested in buying a property in Thailand, in this video, I will introduce basic information about the process to buy the property and what kind of important support you will get from us as a leading agency here in Thailand. So if you're serious about buying the property in Thailand, this video will be very helpful in understanding Thai real estate market and every step you will go through as a buyer. So now, let's take a look one by one. The first topic is property ownership. As a foreigner, you can purchase a condominium in Thailand directly under your name. It's a freehold unit. However, in Thailand, there are regulations regarding the foreign ownership quota, which means that foreigner can own up to 49% of the total unit in a condominium building. For example, assuming all of the unit sizes are same, if a building has 100 units, foreign buyers can own maximum 49 units of them. This is why buying a condo under the foreign quota is very important and has higher value for foreign buyers. And also that's why our support team carefully check which units are available under the foreign name. And for the house, in fact, you cannot buy the house directly under foreign name. However, actually there are many foreigners own the pool villa over the Thailand, such as Bang Na area in Bangkok, east side of Pattaya, and most of west side in Phuket. So it means there are ways to own it. But since it takes a bit long time to explain, if you're thinking about to buy the house, please let us know. We'll explain the process one by one. Next, let's talk about the basic tax involved. This is another advantage of purchasing property in Thailand. The first tax is the transfer fee, which is also commonly called the buying tax in the other countries. This transfer fee is a maximum of 2% when you purchase new unit as a first owner. But why did I say maximum of 2%? It is because when you buy a brand new condo from the developer, usually developers support 1%. So in most cases, the buyer only pays 1%. Next, property tax. We have the property tax which you need to pay annually. However, people don't consider property tax as a big concern because the tax rate around 0.1% or even less than this. These are the main taxes when you own the property, and that's why many people see Thai real estate as an attractive investment as well. And next, let me give you the basic cost when purchasing a condo, sinking fund and common fee. Before we talked about the cost, I would like to tell you the standard of unit measurement system in Thailand. In Thailand, we use square meters for measuring the property size. For reference, 1 square meter is approximately 10 square feet. The square meter is the main reference point when we calculate the property-related cost and as well as the price per unit of a property. So when you look at the contract, you will see the price per square meter list separately. It will help you understand the approximate real estate value of that condo. Simply give you an idea, your final unit price will be your unit size in square meter multiply price per square meter. And additionally, facility fees are also calculated based on the square meter rate. Then now, let's get back to basic cost. First, sinking fund. You may never heard about it before. Let me explain about it. The sinking fund is a one-time payment made when you purchase a condo. Every condo in Thailand has a sinking fund. The fund is collected by the condominium's management from the owner in advance, and it is used for future major repairs or improvements to building common areas. To use this fund, the amount must be approved during the annual owners meeting held by the condominium management, where owner can give their permission to use the fund to specific purpose. And it ranges normally between 500 to 1000 Thai baht per square meter. To calculate your sinking fund, if sinking fund is 500 Thai baht per square meter and your unit size is 50 square meter, it will be 25,000 baht that is only paid once when you purchase the unit. Personally, I think this system is very helpful because by collecting the fund up front, it helps prepare for the unexpected future issues in advance for everyone. And next is the common fee, also known as maintenance fee or HOA fee. It covers facilities and common areas, including expense for security, cleaning, landscaping, swimming pool, fitness center, elevators, and general building maintenance. The common fee is calculated monthly, but it is usually paid in advance on a yearly basis. Generally, the common fee rate ranges from 50 to 100 Thai baht per square meter. For example, if your unit size is 30 square meter and common fee is 60 Thai baht, means 30 square meter multiplied by 60 Thai baht, it will be the 1,800 Thai baht for your common fee per month. These are the main costs for condominium that you need to pay when you own the unit in Thailand. The common fee and sinking fund will be different for each condominium, but simply you can think of the total amount as multiplying the set price by your unit size in square meter. For all of these payments, our support team will double check it for you. And now, let's talk about basic process of purchasing property in Thailand. First, visit to Thailand to view the property and decide the unit that you want to purchase. Second, pay the booking fee in order to hold the unit. After making this payment, you will receive the necessary documents. Third, transfer the payment directly to developer. The payment process will be different depending on whether the property is complete project or under construction. For complete project, the full payment must be made upfront before ownership can be transferred. For under construction project, payment follows a structured payment plan set by the developer. This is a typical payment plan for an under construction condo. First, booking fee is paid upon reservation. Second, after paying the booking fee, you will need to pay 30% of total price as a down payment within 1 month. Third, during the construction period, the remaining 40% is paid in installment based on a pre-agreed schedule. Fourth, once construction is complete, the final payment balance is made before the transfer of ownership. And lastly, receive ownership in your name. After completing final payment, the ownership will be officially transferred to your name. This is basic process of buying the property in Thailand. Of course, our support team will guide you one by one when you purchase the property. Now, let's talk about our support. From our various experience, choosing the right agency is just as important as choosing the property itself. It is because as a foreign buyer in Thailand, there are many steps where you need proper support. It's not just about introducing a project. It's more about getting the necessary support throughout the entire buying process. Besides, depending on your agency you meet, the level of support and benefit you receive will be different, even for the same project. And here in Thailand, according to Thai law, agency fees are paid by seller, not the buyer side. So as a buyer, you don't need to pay any agency fees. Then some people might wonder, if I buy directly from the developer, will I get a lower price? The answer is no. As you could try sending your friend directly to the developer, the price will be exactly same. It is because there is an official price list from the developer, which is completely open for everyone. So whether you have an agency or not, the price will be same for everyone. So in conclusion, the price remains the same from the developer, and as a foreign buyer, there are many processes where support is necessary. So from our experience, having an agency is essential to ensure that every process runs smoothly and even to receive better benefits. Then now, you might ask, what about your agency? What about your service? Yes, I think it's time to introduce our support. Honestly, we are confident in assistance that we provide to our clients. Before I explain the details of each service, let me share the core mindset behind our support. We believe that to be a truly valuable agency, 3 key qualities are essential in terms of customer support. And that's why we have a support team separately from the marketing team to ensure that our clients receive the best assistance in the process of buying. Here are the 3 fundamental mindsets that define our support. First, trustworthy. Be honest, never lie, and never hide to client, and don't play behind. It's very important, right? Also, never push client to buy any specific project. We believe our job is not pushing the client to buy. Our job is helping the client who need our support when buying property. And we truly think that the final decision must be made by the clients, not anyone else. Therefore, we will never try to sell any specific project to our client, and we will never pressure them into buying any particular property. Instead, we think from our client perspective and provide the best support in our position. Second, professional. In order to deliver ownership safely to our client, agency must be professional. We need to fully understand all the procedure involved in the entire purchasing process. More importantly, we must know exactly what kind of support is needed at each step. This is real estate purchase process overseas, not just a simple transaction. It involves legal procedures, financial transaction, and ownership transfers. That's why professional knowledge and expertise are essential. Since we have handled many cases of assisting foreign buyers, we will use our experience and professionalism to help our client. Third, capable. Just like getting professional support is important, another key factor is whether the agency can provide actual benefit to the client. Ultimately, this is really important because buying a property means spending a large amount of money. So bring the most value to client is very important. From our experience, when agency has skill, even if you're looking at the same project, they can help you find better unit using their local investment knowledge. And if the agency is capable, they can negotiate a slightly better price for the unit by using their abilities. Therefore, we will use all of our skill and strategy to get better benefits from our side. These three elements makes our support more valuable for our clients. Then now, let's take a look at each of our support. First, scheduling viewing in advance, saving valuable time. Normally, our clients come from overseas, which means their time in Thailand is very limited. We don't want to waste their precious time, so we make sure to schedule property viewing with developers in advance. Because if we don't set an appointment, there's a chance that developer will be occupied with other clients, which could lead to delay or even miss the opportunity to view the property that day. It may seem like small detail, but it's actually very important. By planning ahead, we ensure that our client can view the property within their available time frame without unnecessary waiting. Second, providing expert insight to help clients choose the best unit. When our clients select the unit, we don't just show them the available option. We provide expert insight based on our experience. Whether it's for living or investment, we guide our clients on what type of unit is most suitable, which floor and direction are better, and how the price per square meter compared to other projects. Additionally, we analyze the potential value of the area, market demand, and future growth perspective for the investment buyer. Since we visit numerous properties all over the Bangkok, Pattaya, and Phuket as shown on the screen. By the way, the green dots represent the project that we have introduced on our channel. These show that we have extensive information about those projects, and we have the ability to work with many developers in Thailand, not just a few like some smaller agencies. I think this is really important because, honestly, if an agency only knows a limited number of projects, in the end, they maybe push clients toward the project that they're familiar with. But this will never happen with us. So far, we visited many projects and introduced over 150 properties from the variety of developers, including all the major ones in Thailand. This means we are not focused on just one project or developer. As we have experience in working with all of the major developers, our clients have the freedom to explore a wide range of projects. And we will share all the information we have in order to help our client make the best decision for their needs. Third, helping our client get the best possible discount. After review all the unit, when it comes time to make a purchase, the next important step is securing the best possible discount. As I mentioned earlier, from our experience, if an agency has the right abilities, they can negotiate additional discount for their clients. This is the main advantage we provide to all of our previous customers. To explain in more details, an agency with these two key abilities can get a better price. First, marketing power. From the developer perspective, agencies that effectively promote their project are valuable partners for them. So if agencies have strong marketing influence, developers are more likely to consider our request for a discount. Second, sales power. If an agency has more experience selling their project, developers tend to treat them well. It means that when we request additional discount for our client, developer cannot easily ignore the request. Since we have marketing power and actively contribute to their sales, we have more leverage to request discount for our clients. Additionally, based on our experience, having the right negotiation strategy is also crucial. For example, when our client has already decided to proceed with a specific unit, we strategically inform the developer that we are still considering other similar options. If we can find another condo with comparable price and condition, this approach will help us more. This comes purely from our experience of dealing with many developers. Since we have extensive experience and knowledge about different types of the properties, using this information and strategy make it easier to request a discount for our clients. But honestly, the additional discount we negotiate may not be significant as developer has limitation on discount. However, if this amount can at least cover the cost of some furniture or home appliance for our client, we believe this is real and practical benefit from our side. That's why we always put it in our best effort to help our client secure a better price during this important process. Number 4, assisting with the payment process. To successfully purchase a property, the payment transfer process must be handled correctly. Based on our experience, different countries have various methods for transferring the money, and in some cases, specific documents are required. As professional agency, it is essential to understand these requirements and ensure that all necessary documents are prepared accurately. Additionally, to obtain the title deed from the land office in Thai government, buyers must provide a document called FET, Foreign Exchange Transaction Form, or it is called TT3, which verifies that the funds were transferred to Thailand for the purpose of purchasing the property under the buyer's name. Throughout this process, there are key checkpoints when the funds are sent, and we provide support to ensure everything is in order. Unfortunately, we've heard quite many cases where owners face difficulties with the required document at the land office to receive their title deed simply because their agency didn't check everything properly. This step is crucial, and without proper documentation, ownership transfer can be delayed or complicated. That's why we carefully check every important detail to make sure the entire process is carried out correctly, securing the ownership under your name. 5. Professional inspection for smooth handover. Inspection is another crucial step before receiving ownership. By inspection the unit, we ensure there are no issues before it is officially handed over by the developer. At this step, many buyers either inspect the unit themselves or rely on their agency. However, we realize that there are limitations when clients check on their own or even when we inspect ourselves. That's why, even though it comes at a cost, we hire a professional inspection company to thoroughly check our client units. Their approach is entirely different. As you can see in the video, they use specialized equipment to inspect electricity, water, drainage system, built-in furniture defect, functionality checks, and more. After the inspection, they provide us with a detailed report which we send to both our clients and the developer. If any issues are found, we will request the developer to fix them, and the inspection company will return for a second check to ensure all the repairs have been properly completed. And even if our clients are not in Thailand at the time, we personally accompany the inspection team and follow up to make sure everything is handled properly. This process has proven to be extremely helpful and effective. And the more we use professional inspection service, the more we see the value in it. To provide high-quality service, we cover the cost of the inspection company and offer this service completely free of charge to our client. 6. Final ownership transfer assistance. We carefully review all the documents to ensure everything is correctly registered under our client name before handing over the ownership from developer. Our goal in this process is to ensure that the ownership is securely transferred under our client name by carefully reviewing each document. 7. Interior assistance and design support. In Thailand, condo unit generally comes in two options, fully furnished and fully fitted. Fully furnished units come with everything included, making them ready to move in. Fully fitted units, which are the most common in Thailand, include built-in furniture mainly, so you will need to purchase additional furniture and appliance yourself. For fully fitted units, we accompany our clients to shop for furniture for their unit. Additionally, some clients prefer to work with an interior designer to customize their space. In such case, we connect them directly with trusted designer in Thailand. And we do not take any commission or extra fee for this connection. Our role is purely to introduce if our client needs it. However, the design cost and any additional fees will be handled directly between the client and the designer. For example, in this video, you can see our client who proceed with their interior design right after purchasing the condo. At that time, they were not in Thailand, so they managed everything through online meeting, discussing the design, reviewing estimate, and coordinating the progress remotely. In the end, they're very satisfied with how their interior design turns out. So if our client wants to handle their interior design without designer, we can help connect them with experienced professionals. This is another additional service we provide. 8. Basic setup for the unit. Once you're ready to own the property, there are several essential tasks you will need to complete. These include setting up internet and mobile service, as well as making payment for the electricity and water fees. Although these are one-time setups, it won't be easy for foreigners to handle on their own. That's why our support team will assist you with the setup. Number 9, bank account opening support. Opening a bank account is mainly linked to your visa, so it's typically involved with the visa agency. However, we will also help our client with the bank account opening process. Furthermore, as we are an official member of Thailand Elite Visa program, we can help you apply for this Thailand Elite Visa without any assistance fee, only for our client. 10. Special marketing service from Thai House. We've also considered this aspect carefully. As human beings, no one can predict about our future. If our client decided to sell their unit in the future, they will need someone who can properly list and market their unit in the foreign property market. Since we have one of the largest marketing channels, if our client wants to sell, we will provide free marketing support to our clients who wish to sell their property in the future. This is a big advantage for our clients. Our marketing expertise allows us to assist with this process, making us stand out from other agencies by helping our clients even when they need to sell their property. When it comes to selling your property, it is really important whether the agency has marketing capability or not. From this perspective, our client can take advantage of our marketing abilities for free. And next is about resale unit purchase. It requires additional legal and financial checks. If you're purchasing a resale unit instead of new condo from a developer, additional steps are required. In this case, to ensure the transaction is safe, we will check the legal checking with lawyers and financial issue review by account specialists for your property. Here's what we do for resale transaction. First, legal and tax verification. We check if unit has any unpaid tax, outstanding debt, or mortgage. We make sure that the unit is legally available for transfer with no hidden financial burden. Second, ownership verification. We confirm that the seller is the rightful owner and that unit is properly registered. Third, property inspection before purchase. We conduct an on-site inspection to check for any damage or maintenance issues. If repairs are needed, we negotiate with the seller to ensure that everything is in a good condition before the sale. Fourth, contract review and negotiation. Our lawyer reviews the purchase contract to ensure that there are no unfair terms. If necessary, we negotiate better conditions for our client. Fifth, handling the financial transaction and ownership transfer. We guide you through the payment process and foreign currency transfer to ensure compliance with Thai laws. On the transfer date, we accompany you to the land office to complete the ownership registration process. With resale properties, it's crucial to work with professionals who understand the legal process to avoid any risk. That's why we will work with lawyers and account specialists to ensure that every resale purchase is smooth and secure. These are all the main support we provide to our clients. What do you think about our support? Thanks to this service, we've been able to help many people from overseas. Of course, we would love to support you during your purchasing process as well. However, even if we don't support you, it's important to understand the purchasing process I've shared today. And make sure to ask the necessary question that I will share now. This question will help remind you what kind of support you needed at each step and which agency can properly assist you with your situation. First, who's gonna provide the best property option for my needs? Second, how do I schedule property visit when I arrive in Thailand? Third, how can I compare the different units, features, and value of the property? Fourth, how can I get additional discount? 5. Who will assist me through the payment and transfer process to make sure everything goes correctly? 6. How can I inspect the unit properly before receiving ownership? 7. Who will make sure my foreign ownership registration is handled correctly? 8. Who will help me set up internet, furniture, and all the essential for my new unit? 9. If I decided to sell my property in the future, who can assist me with marketing and finding potential buyers? 10. Who can assist me with my unit if I'm not in Thailand at that time? These are the essential questions that every buyer should ask and clarify in advance, because no matter who you deal with, these are the mandatory process you must go through. By considering this important question beforehand, it will help you make your purchase process smoother and more effective. And as a leading agency, we not only focus on delivering all of this necessary support, but also continue to concentrate on finding ways to provide even better support. This is because we believe that in the end, all of our efforts will directly benefit our client. And when our client recognize our effort and express their gratitude, like the one that you see here, we are also happy and proud of our support. And I believe this feedback from our client represents all the effort we put in from beginning to end. However, we will not push you to purchase through us. Take your time, and comparing with other agencies is also totally fine. Then when you decide that you would like to receive our support and you're ready to move forward with the buying process, that's the right time to make a plan with us. And at that point, please share your budget, preference, and purchasing plans with us. Based on your budget, we can calculate the square meter cost. It helps us to present property options that are within your budget. And based on your preference, such as the purpose of buying, whether it's for living, a holiday home, or investment, preferred location, room type, facilities, and so on. We will combine the necessary information along with our experience and local knowledge to help you choose the best property that fits your needs. Based on your purchasing plan, we'll prepare everything in advance and set up the schedule for you, so we can provide the best support at the right time. This will help us focus on the priority support when you truly need it. In the end, these benefits and support are only available to those who are moving forward with the purchasing process. That's why having a clear purchase plan is very important for both you and us. It makes us to give our full attention to clients who are ready to buy the property in Thailand. In the same way, when you're ready, we can fully focus on helping you as well. It's essential for us to provide clear focus and support when our clients are in the process of buying, because it's a very important moment for their asset. And I really think it's okay if you don't know every step of the process as a buyer. But what truly matters is that your supporter has to understand the entire process and must be ready to assist you every step of the way. Because in this entire buying process, we don't need someone who just say nice things or try to make us feel good. We need someone who can provide reliable and proper support at each step. So yes, these are all the points that I wanted to share in this video. I hope this presentation has been helpful for you to understand the Thai real estate market and the process of buying the property here. And we look forward to assisting you soon in the future. Thank you very much. ขอบคุณครับ สวัสดีครับ